Bitcoin got rejected exactly at the point we've been talking about in yesterday's video. If you have been following my trades, you are most likely already in the profits. We will talk about my trades in a couple of minutes, but we can see here we had clear double top formation here, and we also had another top resistance here. If we gonna zoom out a little bit, we can see it somewhere around here. Here it tried the same, it tried to break out 2 times, and then we had a massive drop, actually from 79 down to $60,000. Right now I'm already in a short position, as you can see here, already very profitable. We opened this position together in yesterday's video, so congratulations to all of you if you have been watching my videos. Now let's go over here to the chart and talk about the bigger picture here on Bitcoin. We can see here we have the Fibonacci retracement, which can help us to indicate how far can Bitcoin drop. And we can see previous cycle, Bitcoin had a very similar formation as this cycle. We had here two tops, one and another one, a little bit of a higher top here, and here the same. We had one top and then here another top at $127,000. And after that, Bitcoin, if we take here the measurement tool, dropped around 78% here. We went to the 78.6 Fibonacci line in a matter of around 1 year, let's say it. And now let's look at this cycle. Let's say we are here and 78% for 1 year, something like here, it would mark this zone. So around this zone, Bitcoin will probably bottom, I think, around 40K, maybe a bit higher. It depends on the bigger circumstances in the world. But yeah, I don't think the bull market is starting now. Of course, I can be wrong, but I'm already in the space for a couple of cycles. I saw it many times happening again and again. That's why I think we can still go a bit lower. We made some nice bounce back here, a little bit of a relief rally. Bitcoin actually pumped. If we go and look at this chart right here, Bitcoin pumped around 32%, guys. From here to here, around 30% in a matter of 3 months, which is still very good gains. If you bought the bottom with me here, we bought at 60K. If you remember, you can go back and watch my videos, and we've been trading it since then. Now I'm actually thinking to take some profits, even on my spot Bitcoin positions that I bought at 60K. Not my long-term Bitcoin position that I'm gonna hold forever, but my short-term spot trading here that I bought here at 60K. I'm thinking to take some profits and maybe re-enter at a lower price, because we can see here the trend is not broken. We can see it clearly here. We had clear downtrend. We are not out of this downtrend, so we might see another leg to the downside down to the 40K, and that's where I will go in heavy with longs, with spot positions, and much more. For now, actually, we can see here my trades are doing quite well. Also, the Ethereum short yesterday did very well. We can see it here, did very nice gains. So we almost perfectly timed the local top yesterday. Now back to the bigger chart here. So we can see here exactly the same thing happening again. Look at this, one high, another high, and then a 78% drop. We can see the same for Bitcoin here, one high, another high, and then very likely to have a 70% drop. And look at this, guys. On Bitcoin, we had the same. We went to 34K, and after we had a nice relief rally to 46K, and then another drop again. And does it look familiar to you? I mean, just look at this. Here and here. Looks exactly the same. Here we dropped a little bit harder, but almost very similar. We dropped almost to the 60% Fibonacci, and then we pumped again. Actually, this is the 50% Fibonacci here. So here it dropped the 50%, and then it had around, also let's check it out, how big was this pump here? I think it was around 44%. So market cap was also a bit lower and smaller. That's why bigger moves are possible. Right now we can see here we are definitely facing a resistance, and look at this chart, looks almost identical, guys, here and here. That's why I think another drop is coming up. Now, what else can we see here in the chart? We can see that a good entry zone would be from here. Like, I would like to enter in this zone. So in between the 61.8 and the 78.6 Fibonacci, I'm probably gonna start DCAing once we go lower. Until then, I'm patiently waiting. I'm trading here the short-term moves, and actually the most important rule in crypto, always use a stop loss. Let's set a stop loss here for us. Let's do it here, 77,700. All right. Okay. Let's set it here, 777. Nice. All right. What else can we do here? For Ethereum, let's set also a stop loss here at 2,350. Nice. Now we can relax, lay back, and wait. Maybe it goes lower. If it goes back up, we are not worried because we put our stop loss there. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to take profits. See you all again next time. Bye bye.